Welcome back to NASCAR Heat 5. Folks, we are in the playoffs. Welcome to the round of 10. We're currently in first place, obviously, because we had a pretty great season in the regular season. Race number 17. And we've got WWT Raceway. And we need a top 5, but we need to win is what we need to do. And we're going to do that by, we're going to max out our arrow. And that's going to max out all of our facilities. Just done. Let's see what we can do here right quick. Let me do this and we'll be right back. All right, so this is what I ended up doing. Maxing out on the car the truck we'll use for this race. We'll max out the engine, the arrow, and be one off on suspension. I've also got our next race at Canadian Tire is going to be where we use our short track truck, and I should be able to max that one out for the race. However, right after that, we're going to follow it up with another short track race that we're going to use. So we might use a different one. I don't know. We're going to have to figure this all out. So we'll work on that in the next episode. But right now, we've got 160 laps to do here in the Car Shield 200, presented by CK Power. So let's get out there, do some practice, and we will see you right before qualifying. Trying to qualify in 5th. That's the goal time for practice, and we got it. But we got it after 3. We got some wheel hop. I don't know. We're going to run this race. 160 laps is a lot. We could have some problems. I have no idea. Pole position was 33,752. Let's hope qualifying goes well. All right, here we go. Down the front stretch. Came out of the pits and ran into the wall, so, no big deal. No big deal. We should be okay. Should be just fine here. It's, we got some wheel hop right there, but it doesn't seem to affect the steering at all. I didn't run any long. This could be bad. This could actually go pretty poorly for us. I'm not sure, but we're going to go for it. Yeah. Wow. See how the whole thing is wobbling? I don't think it's supposed to do that, guys. I don't think it's supposed to do that at all. We're going to... What? We did a really good job. 5th place. We got into 33s. What do we do? Do we just race it like this with the weird wheel hop? Or do we... Oh, I don't know. Top 5. Johnny Sauter, Matt Kraft, and Matt Kenseth, custom driver. 3rd place. Austin Hill. Then there we are. Max Cost, 6th. David Schildhouse, 8th. Jeremiah Graham, 10th. Matt Malone, 11th. Gary Norton, 13th. Casey Kane, 14th. Bryce Egan, 15th. John Perez, 16th. Speedy Jones, 18th. Eliza Bethel, 19th. Bernardo de Oliveira, 20th. Michael Chavez, 21st. Taylor Carpenter, 23rd. Lance Nobrick, 27th. Parker Smith, 30th, and Bradshaw Stout, 32nd. I decided just to go for it. We're keeping the setup. News pre-race, Taylor Carpenter posted some fast laps in practice. Congratulations to him. Spencer Boyd crashed during qualifying to the back. Johnny Sauter is your pole winner. We're going to battle it out with him all day, and he is a rival.
All right, man. You're coming to the green. Be ready.
All right, man. We are coming to the green, and I am just very concerned about what's about to happen in this race. What do we have in the tank? 60 laps in the tank, so that's not going to be a thought or concern for us. Oof. Yeah, this hopping might just be me. I might be going too fast around the turns, but the goal is to get in front of Sauter before the turn. He's going to jump to the inside. We're not going to give it to him, though. We're going to hang on to this. All right, we don't get wheel hop. I don't know. Everybody but Max Cost in the top 5 is in the playoffs. You see the little blue markers. Now Jeremiah Graham jumps up to 5th. He is not a playoff driver. We are... This is legend difficulty, folks. I did change it before the race. Change all the settings when I go in there between Xfinity and the Truck Series. So this is us doing what we're doing. And And I'll take it. Jeremiah Graham driving himself up into second place already. Matt Crafton, the only other playoff driver in the top 5 at this point. Kind of incredible right there. Oh, wow. I did not expect us to actually max out the RPMs. Holy crap. We shouldn't have been able to do that. Jeremiah Graham has driven his way right up behind us. He may get around us. We'll have to pay attention to how we drive. Do better than we did last time. Not as much hop, but it's happening. Graham 3/10 off of us as we've driven away from everyone else. A fair amount. That didn't work. I gotta back that turn up. We're about to get past. There goes Graham for first place.
Still there?
And he's gonna drive into us, which is stupid here. See if I can work it to get it back inside of him and take the pass. We got 2 subscriber drivers in the top 3. Graham and Koss. Unfortunately, and this won't be the case next year, but unfortunately it is, they are both rivals. And I say they won't be next year, not because it's because outside of the truck series they won't be. I gotta take a look. Yeah, tire wear isn't too terrible considering we've gone 4 laps and we've only dropped 4%. Hopefully this weird tire hop feeling that's happening, see how the whole thing wobbles. I mean, it doesn't seem to be affecting the steering at all either, though. That was a really good job here as we're going to get to Graham's bumper. We're not going to obviously drive into it because we need to set him up. And I would actually not mind if we got into drafting and kind of drove away from the group and then I set him up. I don't know. All right. This is interesting. I gotta, it's as always, you got a group to get into. We're doing better already. But Koss and Graham are not going away. And Schildhaus, who is a playoff driver, has made his way into the top 5. So there's only 2 of us in the top 5 right now that are playoff drivers. Of course, we want to win every race, but we also, at the very least, we want to place higher than the other playoff drivers. Regardless. Graham doing well to drive away. It's weird. I'm trying to get my bearings, Just getting my bearings. We'll be all right here. I remember last year running here and enjoying it a lot. I don't remember where we finished, and I will probably check that and post it on the screen. Where we finished last season. We didn't have nearly as good of a truck as we have this time, but we also didn't have the weird wheel wobble thing going on. We've driven away from Koss a little bit, giving ourselves a little bit of breathing room. Matt Kenseth back up in the top 5, and he had, I think, qualified in 3rd. That's gonna send us up a bit. Oh, we did avoid the wall though, so that worked. I'm telling you, the rival. Oh no, we got to it. I was gonna say the rival system seems to really screw with the draft. Like, I will draft with other trucks way quicker, but then you get the rival system. He's 3/10 in front of us. There's no reason at 140 miles an hour we don't have some draft effects. We don't. This is very weird. This is really weird that I think that wheel hop is going away more, but I feel like it's just going to come right back as soon as we get into the... Nope, there it is. Pretty heavy again. It seems like the faster we go, the worse it is, but we need to go fast. That's the point. We've driven away. Trying to keep it from sending us up into the wall. But I mean, we're not getting around Graham, but I think that a couple good laps and we could. We just have to. Oh, here we are. Minor contact, but it slowed us down and sped him up. Good news is that we've really given ourselves a bit of a gap on max costs. So we're not dealing with two rivals, and the other rival is in front of us, so we're not really dealing with him as much as we're just trying to catch him. He got another. I keep tapping that rumble strip, and it's messing me up. We've got lap traffic in front of us that could absolutely play a role in how this all turns out, and you know it might because we've done it before. So, got the wobbles again. Still wobbling. It doesn't seem to be messing up the truck's steering, though, so I feel good about that part. Genzith is catching max cost behind us. It's now within 0.2 of him as we continue to... Now within 0.1 of him. As we continue to do our part to stay here with Graham and drive away from the pack. Oh, we just got a run that's going to put us on the inside of him if we wanted it. We're not going to do it this time. But we may very well do some good things in the next couple laps to get around. We have no reason to get around him right now. We'll get around him at the end of the stage, which I didn't pay attention to how many laps are in the stage because I'm just kind of vibing right now. I think it is a 60-lap stage, isn't it? I don't know, probably less. Because it'd be 60, 60, 40 then, so that's not right. How many laps? Oh, see, told you.
Careful, still there.
Immediately.
Got one up top.
21 laps left, stage 1.
All right, you're clear there.
I knew it. He got around him, but lap traffic is doing it. We're fast enough that we weren't worried once we figured it out. 15 to 35, so we're going to go to lap 18 before we... oh, this is stupid.
Still there.
We're going to go to lap 18 before we do a speed up.
Got one peeking inside.
If I can pull this off, this could go very well for us.
All
We
clear.
had minor contact, though, and that's going to put us in the wall. Shoot. Ah, he got stuck behind Smith, though. We're all right.
We've
We're
got
all right.
24 left.
When it says 17 to go is when we'll do our speed up. It's pretty exciting right now as we've encountered lap traffic and we're getting around them. I don't know how this wobble hasn't really affected the truck at all. I thought it was going to cause more wear and we're going to have bigger problems, but we appear to be okay with it. So,
Inside.
wow, Jeremiah Graham, rival, just absolutely decimates our back end there. Big damage on the back end, almost getting to an orange color. That's terrible. It affected him very negatively, though, which is good because that was BS. All right. Put some cars between us and Graham. Got Eliza Bethel here as we come up on the faster set of turns, so we should be okay with this. She's going to absolutely hit us. She's a rival.
Clear out,
Unfortunately, oh, she runs into Graham, too, behind us. That was funny. Jason White is actually a rival as well. That's unfortunate, but whatever. We'll get around him pretty quick.
bud. Careful. Still
No,
there.
Rick is not a rival,
You're clear there.
so that's good for us. Get around him, and look at that. We're getting a nice little gap between us and second. Hey, we can dominate this race in legend difficulty. I'm all about it. Technically, this car is 1 point off of being fully upgraded. We had a 99 in suspension, 100 in aero, 100 in engine, but 99 in suspension. So, with the lap traffic, we've done well.
All right. Halfway this lap.
As you heard him, halfway point of stage number 1. So we're going to go ahead and enter our first speed up of the race. We'll be back with you
Still
either
there.
first caution or
All
end
right,
of stage number 1. Hopefully for a victory in stage 1.
took that stage. Good job.
As we should have. We were victorious, and I'm going to tell you right now, this is our race to win or lose. It's all on me and how well I am able to perform. We used lap traffic to our advantage, and we got a big lead over second place Jeremiah Graham, so it was a big deal for us there. We pit. We came out in the same position. I wish I could have seen how many cars or how many trucks I put a lap down. It was a lot.
Going green. Ready.
But focus up. We got the truck fixed from the damage that we got last time. Shield house is on our outside. Going to 1. There we go. It's just a matter of putting together a number of good laps here and then being able to... Yeah, we're going to get hit by Shield House. I knew that was going to happen. Is he going to go sideways or just slow up the crowd behind us? All right, that's fine. Once we get to lap traffic, we're in it again, so that's good. 31 laps in this one, so 32 laps, so we'll go to 16 to go. And I'm hoping that with that, Shield House has dropped out of the top 5, having slammed into the back of us. John Perez and the City Racing team has made it into the top 5. Congratulations to that team. They've battled hard all year long and are in a top 5 of a race right now. I expect that team, when they make the transition to the Xfinity Series, to do a bit better, and I think the reason why there was some struggles was because he was one of the early rival drivers. He has popped himself up into 4th place as we hold a 1.4, 1.3 second lead over 2nd place, Max Cost. We currently have all subscriber drivers in the top 5, so that's a pretty good thing. I know we've finished top 5 that way before, but I can't remember the last time, and maybe it was I wasn't up there at that time or whatever, but can't remember the last time that all 5 of us running the race in the middle of a race, or actually just starting the second third of the race, were up in the top 5 battling it out for position. So that's pretty great right there. I should expect within about 15 or so laps, right around, oops, crap, that was stupid. Right around the time that we are looking to speed things up is around the time where maybe I should speed up the first half of this, and then we'll get into lap traffic the second half. I don't know. Thinking about it. Thinking about it. Just because there's no excitement right now, we're just out in front. So yeah, let's go ahead and speed it up now. We'll come back when we start to catch lap traffic. How about that? That'll give us a second set. And we'll finish out the stage with us driving through lap traffic on the mic. That seems like more enjoyable. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We adjust for what's happening. Here we go. Back on the mic. 15 left in stage number 2. And 2 things happened. Kenseth and Graham both got to us, and both of them did the same thing because they're rivals. They dove bombed us into the corner. They bounced off of our rear fender, and they hit this little apron thing that smokes your tires. That's how I know what they were doing, because I've done it a bunch of times this race. And it slowed them way up, got them out of shape, and put us into comfortably into the lead. So here we are. Again, lap traffic is going to be a big key to us in this entire race. We'll be focusing on using that to our advantage at the end of the race. We've got a non-subscriber but playoff driver has made their way up into the top 5. Grant Enfinger, as he is sitting in 5th place, and I was watching that more than the turn, and that almost cost me big, but no big deal. I feel like we haven't hit the lap traffic nearly as hard as we did the last stages, or last stage, so that's interesting. I don't know if that's just because of... I don't know. Maybe I was so zoned into things when I got to lap traffic last time, because I had fast-forwarded when we were in lap traffic last time. Now we're on the mic in lap traffic, and it just feels like this time is going to fly by, and we're not going to pass nearly as many people. We'll find out, though. We're doing everything in our power to just power through. Something happened to someone, because there's now a pretty big gap between Graham. Yeah, Kenseth. Where's Kenseth gone? He was up there, and now there's a 2-second gap between second and third place. Matt Kenseth in 5th place now, 5 seconds back. Interesting stuff happening back there as these guys try to get through the lap traffic as well. We're going to continue to do our best to pick our spots for when we are lapping these trucks. Pretty sure our next race is the short track. I think it's Bristol and then Canadian Tire. So we won at both of those tracks last year. So winning here and then potentially, no one's going to say we're going to, but potentially winning at those 2 tracks as well. This is big. We could be very dominant at the end of this season. Now, again, it's legend difficulty. Now, it was not last year, but we didn't have a fully upgraded truck last year, and we do have one this year, so who knows? Certainly, it's funny because the difference in driving overall comes from both the rivals here, but also the quality of the car in the Xfinity Series. So people give us space in the Xfinity Series because we don't have any rivals, but the quality of our car isn't nearly as good. So getting to other people's bumpers and passing them and things like that is harder. So we'll just have to keep those relationships good. So when we're a big upgraded car and in the legend difficulty, that we dominate. We're doing pretty well right now. Jeremiah Graham, though, doing well as well. He has made it through the lap traffic, and he's remaining just 2.5 seconds behind us. We had about a 6-second lead on him at the end of the stage number 1. So we'll see how this goes. Well, that was a bad turn-in. Got Angela Rutch up there in front of us. It's at Austin Hill, I think, in front of them. Jeremiah Graham getting through the lap traffic right now behind us. I just saw him. Looked like he got inside, though. Looked like it worked out for him. Well, I don't know. We got about 5 tenths on him through the last couple turns, so we might have got caught up a bit. We touched that apron just a little bit. Might be okay. Angela Rutch, not a rival, giving us the room to get around her on the outside. Yeah, look at that. We've got Kenseth moving up now, back from 5th, makes it around Schildhouse. They're battling it out side by side there in 3rd and 4th place. Graham making up some time because I was an idiot on that last set of turns. Yeah, I don't also understand why the truck stops hopping. I think it is a grip thing. I think the tire grip is way high early on. Now we're at half. And so we're able to
Careful, still there. You got
drive it the way we
You're
drive it without having the hop. I mean, it's still there a little bit, but not nearly what it was, because I think it's because we are driving slower, because we have tire wear, so we're obviously not putting down the heat of laps that we were earlier. Well, that was a nice run through those two turns. Mr. Malone a couple laps down. He's running the Bathurst 12-hour right now.
clear high, bud.
Got him on the monitor above me while I'm recording. Jeremiah Graham now a second back from where he was just a lap ago. Or two, I don't know. Last time I looked up, he was at 3.3 seconds behind us. Now he's 4.4. So that means we're doing well. Boyd is not a rival, so we should be able to get around him on the outside without him slamming us into a wall. But I slammed myself into the wall like a moron. That had nothing to do with him. That was all me. Brilliant. Bryce Egan.
Hold your line, got
Okay,
one
so
inside.
we had gotten to Egan, and we had gotten to, is Boyd a rival now? Interesting. We had gotten to Egan and Friesen and them, but that was right around the end of our last our last stage, so we'll have to see how this actually pans out. If we get around them again and still have laps to go, we could be doing better this time. I don't know. Or we could be right in the exact same position we were. Where we at here? 3 to go? Yeah, I think we're going to be right around the same place we were before. And I messed that set of turns up too. Had to turn the fan on for this race. 160 laps, a lot of braking, a lot of turning. It's good. It's good, though. I miss the trucks. I'll feel that way when I'm in the Cup Series, and I'll miss the Xfinity Series, I'm sure.
Still there?
Because we run so many more races in the Xfinity Series than the Truck Series. And I like being dominant here. This is our team. I feel a lot more attached to this team and what we're doing. Of course, we're doing the best we can to learn the tracks and things like that in the Xfinity Series. Learn how the car drives on them, but, well, look at that. Caution pulled out. We ended up winning the stage. First place again. Of course, we'll pit again. 90, it'll be 90 laps. Okay. Probably 89 at the line when we start. 1 pit stop to go. All right, yeah. Staying up in first place. Kenseth in second now. John Perez 3 spots up into the top 5.
Be ready here.
Got 3 playoff drivers in the top 5 right now. We got a nice jump. We're going to not get on the brakes here. I'm going to try to roll this corner with fresh stuff. I really do want to drive away from these drivers without getting the lap traffic first. But you got someone like Kenseth, he's going to push it in there as far as he can every time because he's a rival, so he has no care for the fact that we're around. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, that's not good either. Bouncing it. Bouncing. Bouncy, bounce. Got 2 cars on pit road. 2 cars out of the race. We'll take a look at that at the end of the race to see where they ended up, who they were, what happened to them per se. See, I'm not going to touch him. Let him around. We'll figure it out. We got plenty of laps to go. This one, 90 laps or whatever we have to the finish. What are we at now? 87? Yeah. Got plenty of time. No reason to even... We could ride behind him until we get to lap traffic, if I'm being completely honest. I don't really care. We got 57 in the tank, so we'll be pitting with 30-ish to go.
Careful, still there.
Oh, I'm not going to do that. I'm not dumb. He'd drive right down on us and just put us on the apron. That's dumb. What I would like to do is kind of what I did with Graham. Stick with him, kind of draft with him, drive away from the cars behind us, and then pass him in traffic. You know we can do it without any of that. We can just get in front of him and drive away. We've done it in the stage number 2, but we'll do it this way. I don't know where Jeremiah Graham is right now. Top 5 does not include him. He's been up here all day. Trying to look around. David Schildhaus, 4/10 off of us behind. But we got into Matt. Well, either that or we just got a good run, but I thought we were in Matt Kenseth's draft. Oh, no, no, no. Ah.
Inside. Hold your line, stay high.
Frickin' got cat hair in my eye and was trying to wipe it, and that screwed everything up. There's Graham. We'll get it all back.
Stay high up there.
Dang it.
Got a car low now.
I gotta focus here. Give me a second. We'll keep the volume on, but
Now. You got room, you're clear there. Inside.
Perez is running into us. I overdrove that corner completely. Don't let him get away. We'll get back to him. We are going to get back to him. I got to turn in a little later, I think. Go a little wider because we're coming out too shallow, which means we're missing the turns. Big time. We're going to catch him. Don't worry, folks. We're in 5th, but we're going to get all the way up into 1st again. I wish I had adjusted that just a little more. I did 1 tick down on the final gear ratio. I wish I had done 1 tick up on the, or 1 tick down on the 3rd gear as well to give us a longer stroke on the 4th gear. With the draft, we're redlining this thing just a little bit. Yeah, I knew he was going to do that. I knew he was going to do that.
All clear.
Caution comes out.
Yellow's out, back her
That's just
down.
so stupid. I knew he was going to do that. We'll pit. Just cause we got damage. That's just annoying. We only got to go up
Coming to the
12
green.
spots to get back to the lead.
Ready.
This will be exciting at least, right?
Hammer down, green's out. Car there on the inside. Clear down low.
Turns out that Bryce Egan, who wasn't a rival, is a rival now.
Inside. Got a car low now. All right, you're clear there.
So that sucks.
All right, you're clear.
Did not know that he had become a rival.
Stay on the
Oh,
bottom here.
Casey Kane drove down into us. That's another thing that they do.
Caution.
They drive down on us like that. All right. These things are going to get messy around the rivals. It does every single race. Go into a corner and they just cut you off. And what am I supposed? I can't. Even if I slam on the brakes, I bet I still hit them.
Flag.
So forget it.
Looking inside now.
Just spin them out and start again.
Clear down low. Still there inside.
Ah. This is going to go poorly for me, I think, unless I'm able to drive off and get away from him. Getting banged around by Perez there. We're fine.
Got a car low now. You're clear all around there.
Oh, he just shoved me out of the way. Jeremiah Graham, a lot of damage on his back from that whole other situation.
You got room. You're clear.
Man, that's the one thing I hate. It's fine. We'll get through it. We'll get through this season. We'll win the championship. That wasn't Max Cost's fault, but he's fine. He got it together. Nope. Yep. He
You
did.
got room. You're clear.
All
Hold your
right.
line. Got one inside.
All right.
Low's clear.
It really isn't clear. I know he was there.
You got room. You're clear there.
Got a really nice drive out of turn number 4 there.
Stay low,
Hopefully
stay
we
low.
get clear him going into 1 and 2.
Clear eye, bud.
These 3 are just drafting hardcore together. If we can catch them. Oh, we're right back where we were before. 4th, 5th place, so.
Clear all around.
Ah. Just thinking about everything. We had 72 left in the race. Still more than twice one stage, so still got a lot of race to go. Hope things stay clean now for a while. We can catch some lap traffic, you know, do all that stuff. We did pit, so we are off schedule to these other trucks. But of course, if we get within 60 laps and there's a caution, we'll pit. Be our final pit stop. And we're maxing. I really wish that I had adjusted that. I didn't know that getting into a draft was going to do that. I actually had adjusted it because we were redlining without the draft. I didn't adjust enough, and it's preventing us from maxing out what we can do. Oh, well. Oh, well. We're going to get Graham this time.
Stay low.
As long as he doesn't drive down on us and wreck himself, we'll get him.
All right, you're clear
Yeah,
there.
there's the hit.
Outside.
There he
Clear eye,
goes. Absolutely did exactly what I said he would. I mean, the only good thing about it is he's not a concern now. And we've got, then there were 2, and only one of them is a playoff driver, so that's good. There we go. Gonna get to the outside and get run down on. Oh, wow. What's going on? Oh, yeah, there it is. I'm like, wow, he didn't do it. Yes, he did.
Inside.
What? Dude. There, Schildhaus takes the lead and straightens out Kenseth. I was on the brakes at that point. When he went started to go sideways, I'm like, I'm not going to finish him off. Because I was on his right side. I would have spun him out the rest of the way, but Schildhaus blew through and
Inside now.
got it.
Clear low there.
Now we got to catch up to Schildhaus. Piass him. Get a victory. Guarantee our spot in the top 8. I know I'm not talking a lot, but it seems like, yeah, there we go. What a run out of 4. What a run out of 4. We're going to be clean enough that when he runs into us, it's not going to affect us. He did. He smashed into us. Oh, caution will come out for that one.
Tower is called a call.
Caution will come out for that one. I knew it. Dude drove right down on us. Again, Xfinity will be better for that. Because he wouldn't have driven down on us where you just had a really good battle back and forth, maybe. Instead, yeah, we're back out in the lead, but now we have nothing. We've got at least 15 laps that have to go green flag before we get to lap traffic. So the battle that we have right now is important for... It's important. Trying to...
Got one peeking inside. You're all clear on the bottom there.
Trying to think about what I'm going to do here. Well, you know what we're going to do? Let's speed this bad boy up. We'll come back on the mic, caution, or when we hit lap traffic. How about that? We're in the lead. Hopefully we'll just drive well with the focus, and we'll come back on you when we get to the lappy lap traffic. All right, we've caught this group in front of us. I think it's time to come back on the mic.
Careful, still there. You got room. You're
Two
clear
trucks
there.
in front of us actually aren't rivals. Let's not make them rivals. And Speedy Jones is, but if we get a good run, we shouldn't have to worry about him. Or we'll be right in his line as we get to the turn, and he'll run into us and wreck himself. I don't
You're
know.
all clear up top there.
Nope, he didn't. Probably because we're just faster than him. We got to the back of the pack right now. We had some stuff happened, I guess. We bounced off the wall a couple times. I don't know, all of a sudden we got real tight a couple laps. We're doing all right now. And we're driving away from these guys again. We had over a 3-second lead over the pack behind us. Smacked the wall, and they got within a second. We've obviously resolved that issue, and now that we have lap traffic in play, it kind of changes everything.
All clear.
That's nice. We got some trucks around us that aren't rivals. Now I've got Carpenter on my inside trying to kill me.
Clear all
There we
around there.
There it is. Delightful. As we get to Angela Rutch, we'll go ahead on this wider turn and pass her and maybe Reem on the outside. No, just her.
You got room. You're
Dip to
clear
the
there.
inside on Reum. Excuse me, sir.
Careful, still there. Clear all around.
And there we are. We are over halfway through the race. Or halfway through the final stage. And we are yapping the trucks around us, which is nice. And I don't know how many laps there was left. I wasn't paying attention. I think we did about 20 laps before that first caution came out when we pit. So we're going to see trucks pitting with 60 to go. Or with 30 to go, I think. We got 42 left right now, so in about 12 laps, and we don't have to pit. So if a caution comes out between now and then, it would really serve us quite well, as we may have lapped everybody in the field. Not that it matters. I mean, you see us. We're in first place. We've driven to it multiple times. As I said earlier, the only way we lose this race is if we screw it up for ourselves, which we almost did twice. So I need to. That's why I run the entire race on the trucks and the half race on the Xfinity instead of lower than that, because it's also endurance for you to make do the right thing every single time, no matter how good you are. Once you're in the lead, now you're racing the track and you're racing the lap traffic and you're racing your equipment. And fair weather fans that don't understand this, there's just so much that goes into oval racing. One of the big things, and you see that in road course racing, is you're always around, you're usually around other vehicles one way or another. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I held on to that. So, being around other vehicles, you have to race them. That's probably the biggest thing, constantly being around other cars. And not usually just one or two. You get into packs of cars.
Still there.
Get around hill.
Clear outside.
Start to work on Mr. Malone. Then we got Boyd, Spencer Boyd up there. And yeah, though it's a lot of. I ran the. What did I run today so far? This is my third race recording, all in basically in a row. So I ran the 2 road course races, Road America and Watkins Glen. Now I'm running this one. And because it's my wife's birthday tomorrow, Sunday, the 25th,
Careful, still there.
I will try to run my 4th race for the week tonight as well. Try to have them all done for the week so that, 'cause I can't record during the week normally. Too busy. So I try to get it all in on Saturday and Sundays, but today is my only chance. And we have company. So trying to do everything at once. It's a little daunting, I guess, but it's what we do. Don't want to miss any episodes uploading for you guys. and future subscribers or viewers. Right now we're at about a 50-50 for viewers / subscribers. 50% of them of the people that watch my videos are subscribers, 50% aren't. I hope that that people who view it enjoy the racing and the action that comes with it, and because of that will consider subscribing. It is free. There's my shameless plug. But here we are. Gonna get up to pole winner Johnny Sauter, who has just not had a great day today. He starts on the pole, and this will be the second time we're lapping him once we catch him. So it's been an interesting run for him. Unexpected for him, I would say, for sure. That I was absolutely assuming he would be one of the top trucks. He just fell off immediately. So we only got a 2.5, 2.6 second lead over Graham, but we've kind of driven away from everybody else pretty easily. So I think once we get into some of more packs of lap traffic, and you're getting some of the traffic that is a lap higher than the other lap traffic, so they're faster, it causes a lot of tangled up driving. So I think that'll help us continue to separate from second place. I do enjoy this track. I like the difference between the two sets of turns. I like that you're not just doing the same thing each time. You got a nice bigger set of turns. I think it'd be cooler if it was more banked. Like Bristol on the short side. And then on whatever 1.5 mile tracks you want to even consider on the bigger side. It'd be kind of fun.
You got room. You're clear there.
I messed that up. Not bad enough, because we've got Jeremiah Graham 3-point-something seconds behind us now. So that's good. As we continue to make our way through the crowd, laps are dwindling, folks. With laps dwindling, we're going to start to see some people the next 5 or so laps start to... Nope. Don't do that to him. He's fine. Okay. I don't want to bring out that caution because I want these guys to have to pit under green. We've got 32 laps left. I have a feeling that we're going to have cars pitting in the next, or trucks pitting in the next 2 laps. Maybe a little more. We had caution laps and things like that, so they might last another 5-6 laps, but they're not. They do absolutely have to pit. Yeah, the damage we have on our rear end actually came from Bethel there. Not this time, but last time we lapped her, we got into the turn, and of course I slowed up a little bit too much, and she did not. She just drove right through us, so that wasn't great, but whatever. Three and a half in front of second place. Keeping an eye on the mini-map, the track mini-map as well. As we've got... Gonna see, I'm telling you, it's not that many laps away from seeing people start to enter pit road. And then any kind of caution after that, we can go on and we'll be in front of a lot of people by a lap. If this runs green all the way through, that'd be fantastic too. I think I would probably, I don't know, I'd probably lap the top 10. Well, I think we've already lapped the top 10 actually. I just see Grant Enfinger at 12 seconds, and these are 34 seconds, 35-second laps, so they're not exactly quick. Where are we at with fuel? 17 to go? Yeah, I'd assume that this is about to happen. I felt like we were, I don't remember. I thought we were like 20 laps in when we pit. I guess I was wrong. Get around Jason White before the corner so that he doesn't wreck us, or himself for that matter. more concerned about him wrecking himself and causing a caution. With all these trucks at the end of their fuel runs, that would suck. This is the first time I've seen Gary Norton today. That's interesting.
Stay on the bottom. Clear all around.
We've lapped Friesen one time. See if I can get on the outside of No Rick, and it worked.
You got room. You're clear.
Not that Friesen's fine. We could have gotten on the inside too. It was just the way that I was fading through it. So honestly, if there's 10 to go in my tank and they all pit, that's fine too. I just thought they'd start pitting a little earlier. That last group I think is going to affect Jeremiah Graham a bit more. You got to Friesen's fast. No Rick is middle. So I think that they're not going to be as easy to get around. That was terrible. That was really bad on me. Oh, actually, I think Friesen got around No Rick now, so they're just single file. Never mind. We got a big gaggle of trucks in front of us, so that too can be good. Oliveira in front of us. Looks like Casey Kane, Bryce Egan. This is a mismatch of trucks all on different laps than each other.
Stay on the bottom here. Clear high, bud.
Jennifer Jo Cobb up there in that pack too. She's probably on the slower end of the trucks that are up there battling it out. I don't know if that black truck is Rayum up there or if it's Hart or well, there's Jordan Anderson. And that's Gustine, not either the people I thought it was. I thought it was Harmon or Rayum. It's Gustine. I don't think Dean is a rival. Nope, he's not. So you can tell when they don't drive on into you going into the corner. So that's pretty nice. What? Crap. I didn't realize that could happen. Got 12 laps to go here. We're going to run out of tires before we run out of gas. Guess it doesn't really matter because we're about to... We can pit at any time, but...
Stay on the bottom.
I want to see them pit before me. Dang it.
Hold your line. Got one inside.
Wow. Thanks for that.
Clear low there.
11 in the tank. Why are they not pitting? These people didn't pit with me. There's no way they've saved that much fuel. I need the caution to not come out. That's the biggest thing for me. I need the caution to not come out. Not that it matters. We'd still be in first place. We'd pit. We'd get full service. But so would everyone else. And we pit and drove our way back up to the front. So that's why I want to do it like this.
Gotta take care of the tires. Outside.
I see cars are going slower. Graham is slowing up. Hopefully that means we're going to see a number of trucks getting on a pit road right now, which is a big deal for me. Can I get through these guys? This is
Clear high, bud.
dangerous, but we did it. We did it. 14%. We've got 9 laps on the... Okay. Okay. I should expect to see the rest of the leaders pit now. So like Kenseth and them.
Go easy on the tires.
Don't tell me to easy on my tires. I'm doing what I'm doing. As long as they all pit before me, I'm fine. Now they'll all catch it past me. Then I need a caution, actually, because I'm running slower than them now. Oh, whatever. We're doing what we're doing. Let's see if we get in front of Kenseth here. He is in second place right now, to my understanding. Yeah. There we go. Everyone's going to be a lap down right now. Of course, we have tire down to 11%, but I think we'll finish out. I don't think we're burning them up faster than we... I think we just smoked them a couple times when we were racing earlier. Casey Kane in second place now. Casey Kane, who we have lapped before, so that's good for us. Got lappers getting onto pit road right now.
All right, you're clear there.
10% on the tires, 6 left in the tank. We should be able to make it on tires. But I'm going to keep this screen up just in case it gets closer than I wanted to. Then I'll make the change.
All clear.
See, like now if a caution came out, I think everybody would be back on the lead lap, though, because I'd be pitting. The leader would pit. Five in the tank, 8 on the right rear. Still leading the race by a lap at this point.
You're gonna blow a tire soon.
Shut up. I mean, thank you for telling me. I appreciate your feedback. I appreciate your feedback.
You got room. You're clear.
I don't think we're going to get the caution that I was hoping for. We'll go a couple more laps, but we may end up hitting. Oh, well. You know, oh, well.
You're gonna blow a tire soon.
You're going to blow a tire. We're doing just fine. About to be 3 in the tank. At some point soon. And the tire wear is catching up to me. That sucks. My hope isn't working. We'll go around 1 or 2 or 3 more times. No, we'll go around probably 2 more times. Depending on that tire. If that tire gets to 2%, I'm 100% pitting. We know from experience that that tire blowing, there is no saving the truck. It's gone immediately. You know that means we should just pit now. How mad am I going to be if I pit and the caution comes out, though? You know? I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll pit. We'll pit. Is this where we pit? I actually don't even know. Looks like it. Looks like it. Where's my... Oh. That was on me.
Pretty bad.
That was on me. All right. Yeah. We'll do this because it doesn't matter, but still got to get tires. We won't repair. 1 can? Half can? 1 can. I don't know. I want to make... No, half can. We have 16 laps and 13 remaining at the line. There's a lot of wear on those tires.
Clear of the pits, hammer down.
We're still in first place. Left the damage on the car. Have amazing tires. And a 3-second lead on Casey Kane. All those drivers still have to pit, I believe. Casey Kane still has to pit. Bryce Egan, all these drivers still have to pit, to my knowledge. They're just laps down.
Careful, still there.
We've got, what, 10, 12 in the 12 left. 16 in the tank. We're fine there. I wanted to make sure about that. I get worried about that. But, yeah, Jeremiah Graham, Matt Kenseth, they're legit, but Bryce Egan, Casey Kane aren't. We've lapped them multiple times. So that all has to run through. But Jeremiah Graham, 4.5 seconds behind me. That's legitimate, I guess. It's whatever. Not much I can do. Was hoping we would end up with such a much more sound thing going through that whole situation, but we didn't. I will speed it up with 3 to go. Not much else to do here. And it should be, yeah, it's a pretty long recording. So we'll speed it up. We'll come back with 3 or 2 to go. Here we go. 2 laps left in this race. How fun would it be to lap Johnny Sauter again, who's been a rival for a while now? That'd be hilarious. We've got over a half a lap on 4th and 5th place. Got a third of a lap on 2nd and 3rd place, roughly. It's been, we got some damage. I smashed in the back of Oliviera on accident. Sometimes you gotta make a decision and just stick with it, and I didn't. I didn't do that. I messed it up, so that was a problem. But I feel like, oh no, they couldn't make it. So a number of trucks couldn't make it to the end. Too funny. Too funny. It should be interesting to see how the actual top 5 end up panning out then. Will it be the top 5 that's there? I think it will. I think the top 5 ended up being who they're going to be. But folks, there we go. Victorious in the Car Shield 200 with a nice speed rating. Let's go ahead and burn it out. Let's burn this bad boy down. Let's actually, let's wreck the truck while I'm trying to find a good camera for you all. There's something to do here. Nope. It's not so easy to do this outside with a steering wheel, but we'll just spin them around a bunch. Maybe boom, boom. Second, keep them burning out. Maybe 3rd gear. There goes the engine. Yes, I do enjoy that. Anyway, that was fun. Top 5 in the race, Tony Savoy. Jeremiah Graham, congratulations to the 53 Little Trees team. Matt Kenseth, David Schildhouse, and Grant Enfinger. Notables. John Perez, 6th place. Max Cost, 8th place. Only other custom drivers on the lead lap. Casey Kane finishes 13th. Bryce Egan, 14th. Gary Norton, 15th. Bernardo de Oliveira, I think their top finish ever. That's 17th. Matt Malone at 19th. Taylor Carpenter, 23rd. Speedy Jones, 25th. That's a good finish for that team. Lance Norick, 26th. Eliza Bethel, 28th. Parker Smith, 30th. Michael Chavez and Bradshaw Stout, DNF in this race. And here we have it. We advance Johnny Sauter, Matt Crafton, David Schildhouse, Grant Enfinger, Stuart Friesen, Austin Hill, and Bryce Egan, all looking good for the second round. Here we are, getting our amazing first place trophy at the podium. Well, not really podium, at the winner's circle. That's what it's called. Fastest lap of the race went to us, 33.868. Good job there. Most laps led, us again, 129 out of 160. Dominant performance. On the move, Natalie Decker went 25th to 12th. Congratulations to the 44 crew. Tough break goes to Austin Hill, who started 40th and finished 21st. In our next race, we're headed over to Delaware for the Allied Steel Buildings 100. That's going to be the Dover race in Xfinity. Still battling it out, still potentially making a playoff spot in our rookie season. I don't think we're going to make it, but we'll continue to battle it out and make that money so we can start our own team next year and maybe not start at the bottom of the bottom when we start that team. We need to hit 2 more top 25s in a row in the Xfinity Series to get $53,820, and I really believe we can do that. I love Dover, so that's going to be a lot of fun. But, folks, that is going to be it in the next episode as we came out with a dominant victory at WWT Raceway today. Folks, I do want to take a moment out to say thank you so very much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. And until next time, and of course, as always, you take care.